After wasting almost 3 years in network marketing, I came back home with no job, no money, and almost no one trusting on me. I just wanted to escape and restart my life. And that's when I started selling broadband door to door and while dreaming of becoming a software engineer. Welcome back to Improving Communication series on Let's Speak and Talk. My name is Dhiren Kumar and this is the day 5. So yesterday I talked about how network marketing affected almost 3 years of my life. And today I want to continue from there and tell you what happened after I came back home. Because at that point, my problem was not only unemployment. I had also lost the trust of family, relatives, and people around me. And honestly, I just wanted a fresh start. I wanted to go somewhere, do any kind of job, earn anything, and stay away from all that pressures. Somewhere in my mind, the dream of becoming a software engineer was still alive. But the reality was completely different. It had already been around 3 to 4 years since I had properly worked on anything related to tech. Whatever I had studied in college, I had almost forgotten. So at that time, becoming software engineer didn't feel like an immediate option. The first question in my mind was not how do I get a tech job? The first question was how do I survive? So I started calling my friends and asking them if they know any jobs, even tech, non-tech, sales, anything. I was already to do whatever could get at that time. Then one of my friends told me there was an opening at Airtel for broadband sales executive. And I thought, okay, I should do this. At least I would start earning something. Maybe I would not be able to support my family with that salary. But I could at least support myself and slowly find a way back into the tech. So I gave an interview and got selected. My salary was around 30,000 rupees per month before deducting PF and all. And then I joined that company and my routine was completely changed. Sometimes I used to wake up at 4 a.m. in the morning. First task was to go to the place where newspapers were distributed to local vendor. I would talk to the newspaper vendors and put Airtel broadband browser inside the newspapers. And the idea was that when those newspapers reached to different homes at that area, our browser would also reach to people's. And if someone needed a Wi-Fi broadband connection, maybe then would call us. And after that, the real field work started. We were assigned a particular area in Lucknow, and then we had to go from one location to another location, street to street, house to house, and yes, actually knocking the people's door. Our manager was very clear about that one thing. He didn't want us to just stand outside somewhere and randomly talk about people's. He would say, go to their houses, knock the door and ask directly. And honestly, this was one of the most awkward part of that job for me. Imagine you are standing in front of a stranger's house and you knock the door. Someone opens it. And before you even complete your sentence, sometimes they would get irritated. Some people would say, why are you knocking here? Some would speak very rudely. Some would just shut the door. And sometimes people would almost yell at me just because I had knocked their door. That situation used to feel really awkward for me. Because I already knew that I was disturbing them. But at that time, I also knew that if I didn't do it, my manager would ask me why was not approaching enough houses. So I was stuck in between. And if I knocked the door, someone would get angry. If I didn't knock enough the door, my manager would get angry. And every day I was just trying to survive between these two situations. Sometimes would be interesting and would get a little hope. We would explain the plans and try to book the connections, but most of the time answer was no. No, we already have Wi-Fi, no, not interested, come later, don't disturb. And then and the next door, and the next door, another door, and that was my routine of every day. At the same time, pandemic situation was almost over and companies were started to call people back to office. During COVID, there was a very high demand for home broadband because everyone was working home. But when offices started reopening and demand slowly reduced. So sometimes we could book 1 or 2 connections, sometimes maybe 3, and sometimes we could sell even 1 connection at entire day. If you have ever worked in sales, you already know that what happens when you are not achieving your target. And the pressures become huge. We had a monthly target around 30 broadband connections we had to sell. Basically one at sell almost every day. And another, our manager used to tell that until you get a sale, you should stay at the field. It could be 8 p.m., it could be 9 p.m., sometimes even 10 p.m. at the night. But if the target was not done, there was always this pressure to keep trying. And the worst part for me was waiting for manager's calls if I was not able to sell. Whenever I had sold anything that day, I already knew that I was coming. Why didn't you sell today? What were you doing the whole day? Why are others selling and you are not? Sometimes the way he spoke was very harsh. And there were the day when I was almost about to cry. Not only because the manager was scolding me, because I used to look at own situation and think about what I am doing right now. I had studied computer science. I had once dreamed becoming a software engineer. And now I was walking from one house to another house, knocking door and selling broadband. Many evenings when we couldn't achieve the target, we would just sit somewhere in the park, completely exhausted. And I used to think, is my life going to stay like this? Will anything ever change? Did I completely ruin my career because of that one decision that I made a year ago? I used to regret joining network marketing and again and again. I used to think if I had not taken that decisions, maybe my life would have been completely different. Maybe I would already be working in somewhere. Maybe my family would still trust me. Maybe I would not be struggling like this. And after all of this, when I ended the day, I would go back to my rented room. I would be completely tired. Then I had to prepare my own food, eat, sleep, and get ready to repeat the same thing again next day. Wake up early, newspaper vendor, browser, field walk, knocking the doors, rejections, manager call, food, sleep, and repeat. That became my life for around 6 to 7 months. Financially, also there was almost nothing left at the end of the month. I was earning around 12 to 13,000 rupees. Around 4,000 I was going into the rent. Another 2,000, 3,000 I was going into traveling, bike ride, and then food and other daily expenses. So after spending 1 complete month working in the field, there was hardly anything left. But still somewhere deep inside, that old dream was alive. I still wanted to become a software engineer. I had no idea how would I do that. But that thought never completely disappeared from my mind. And then one night, something very small happened. One of my friends was browsing a website and he found a post about the tech bootcamp. They were saying something like this: if you are a technical background and struggling, and if you want to prepare for an interview, we'll help you. The moment I heard that, thought maybe this was the chance. For the first time in a long time, I felt like there was a still way back into the tech. Maybe those 3 or 4 years I had not completely finished my career. Maybe I could still restart. Maybe I could still become a software engineer. And I decided to take that opportunity. That small decision eventually changed the direction of my career. Because from there, my real journey back into tech started. But joining that bootcamp was not the end of the struggle. It was actually the beginning of another struggle. There were many failures, there were more of doubts, more learning, and lot of things happened before I finally got my first software engineering job. So I'll continue that part in next video. If look back at that sales job today, I understood one thing. At that time, I hated that phase, and I was tired, frustrated, and constantly questioning my life. But today I feel that sometimes when you are completely lost, you need to see the entire plan. You just need recognize one small opportunity when it comes. For me, that bootcamp post was that opportunity, and thankfully I noticed it. Have you ever had a phase where you were doing something completely different from what you actually wanted to do in your life? And did you ever get a small opportunity that changed your direction? Let me know in the comments. And if you are following this journey, thank you for staying with me. This is Let's Speak and Shine, where I am improving my communications while sharing some real experience from my life. And I'll continue the story in the next video. See you then. Thank you so much. Have a great day.